that you're here. And you know what? Today we're going to talk about starting your mindset so that you can get more prosperity, more wealth, more success in 2020. And here's what I'm going to tell you guys. A lot of times people say to me, Mike, well, no. Stop that mind talk and give me some strategies, give me the techniques, give me the methods, right? Well, here's the key, guys. If your mindset is not prepared, if your mind is not ready for attracting wealth, you're never going to attract it. You're never going to take the steps. You know what? Anybody could go to the library and you can't see my office here, but I got tons of books. I got hundreds of books, and anybody could go to Barnes and Noble or Amazon.com right now and pick up a book. Right? You can pick up a book on real estate. You can pick up a book on online marketing. You can pick up a book on whatever, on stock trading. The bottom line, though, is that if your mind is not ready for success, you're not going to attract it. You're not going to take the moves that you have to take. You're not going to take the steps that you have to take. Now, in addition to that, in addition to the fact that your mind is not ready, here's what I'm going to tell you. If you are one of those people that are saying to yourself, I need to make more money. I need to gain my own freedom. I see people that are out there, and there are many. I see people that are out there that are working a minimal amount of hours, yet they enjoy all the freedom in the world. They're traveling. They own the best cars and the best houses, and they're enjoying life to the fullest. Why is that? Why is that? Now, again, it's a mindset it's a mindset issue. Now, if your mind is not there, not going to happen. But in addition to that, if you're a person that says, you know what, this year, 2020, I'm going to make this happen. You are somebody that's out of the norm, somebody that's not in this mediocre world that we live in, because most people, I'll be honest with you, most people doubt themselves. Most people don't have the self-image to say, I can be a person that manifests wealth. I can be a person that goes out there and creates the wealth that I want to. I can be a person that generates $30,000, $50,000, $100,000 a month. And there are people that are making millions of dollars a month. Millions. But it starts in the mind. And if your mind is not fully there, on top of it, on top of you having that little resistance, guess what? Because you are not in the norm, you're not part of everybody that's around you, right? Chances are you're not around people that are saying you can go out there and do it. Because I'll tell you what, guys, if you associate with enough people that are already building wealth, already attracting the lifestyle that they want, I'm telling you, some of that is going to stick on you, right? You remember when you used to be with friends in school, and you had this one friend that was constantly repeating this phrase, right? Constantly repeating this phrase. Guess what? After a while, you are also repeating the phrase. Oh. Hello, it's Mike. I hate those calls. I just hate them. You know what? I should have shut this down, but I run a business from home, so a lot of times I don't shut it down. But here's what I'm going to tell you guys. Here's the most important thing. If you are not prepared mentally, and what does it take to be prepared mentally? It takes for you to actually go out there and get clear on what it is that you want. Do you know how much money do you want on a monthly basis in 2020? And you know what? I don't care if you're used to getting, $5,000 a month, $6,000 a month. If you want to bring that to 10,000 to 20,000, it's going to take an adjustment. It's going to take you getting clear. It's going to take you starting to think and moving those pictures and those movies into your mind, where now you see yourself manifesting that. You see yourself having the ability to attract that type of wealth. You see yourself attracting the business that you need, right? And I'll tell you what, guys, a lot of people, again, say to me, no, Mike, I want you to tell me what the strategy is. Tell me how to do the marketing. Tell me how to do the video marketing. Tell me how to. It's not about none of that. Why? Because once your mind is prepared, you're going to figure it out. You're going to figure out the way to go out there and attract the wealth that you want. The doors start opening. The path starts opening. The people start coming to you, right? And that is the key. The key is you got to start working your own mind. And then after you start working your own mind, you need to separate yourself from those doubters. You need to separate yourself from those people that say, are you kidding me? $30,000 a month never happened. Who do you think you are? Right? I'm telling you guys. And you know what? Unfortunately, I hate to say this, but unfortunately, sometimes those voices that you hear, those doubters that you hear are going to be your closest friends, your closest family members, sometimes even your own spouse, right? Your husband or wife, your girlfriend or boyfriend. They may be the ones that are pushing you down. Consciously or unconsciously, they may want you or not want you to get to that level, right? Maybe they say, hey, I can never do that. And since I can never do that, then you can never do that. Is that true? Absolutely not. It's not true. Here's what I'm going to tell you. There are things right now that you believe are true that are not true, right? So here's the key. If you are going to believe a lie, and you do, if you're going to believe a lie, I can't manifest that, right? I don't have the ability to do that. I don't have the skills to do that. I don't have the connections to do that. I don't have the whatever. That's a lie. So if you're going to lie to yourself and it's going to be detrimental to you, why not lie to yourself where you have the possibility of something fantastic, outstanding happening for you? Right? Think about that. So I'm telling you, create a lie in your mind. Why? It's, and it's not that, oh, Mike said create a lie. Oh, he's a liar. No. What I'm saying is create the future in advance. The Bible says that faith is believing in something you cannot see. You can't see it right now. It's not in the world. It's not in the actual physical world yet. But if you create that faith in your mind, very interesting how the Bible says that when Jesus was doing the miracles, right? And I always thought about this, and this is how crazy I think, right? When Jesus was creating a miracle, right? Other than when he was resurrecting people from the dead, he would be, on his journey to wherever he was going. And a blind man would come and say, hey, Jesus, can you help me? I'm blind. And Jesus would go to him and say, do you believe I can help you? And the person would say, yes, I believe I can help. You can help me. And Jesus would always say, check your Bible. Jesus would always follow by saying, let it be done unto you as you believe. Let it be done unto you as you believe. Right? I always wondered, right, if a person would say, hey, Jesus, I'm blind. Can you help me out? And Jesus would go and say, do you believe I can help you? And that person would say, and it's never recorded in the Bible, right? But I've always wondered if a person would say, well, Jesus, I've heard a lot of great things about you, but I really don't, right? Would he say that same expression? And if he said that same expression, let it be done unto you as you believe, and that person really didn't have a strong belief, would it be done unto them, right? Would they get cured, right? So then that leads us to believe that, was it Jesus that was actually putting that, doing that miracle, or did the person have the miracle inside them all along? As you believe, let it be done unto you. Very, very interesting, guys. Very, very interesting. And I think it's a huge clue, right? That a lot of us, We go out there and we have these limitations. Why? Because mom said, or dad said, or uncle said, or school said, or religion said, or government said, or media said. And we make these little caps. Oh, no, I can't go beyond that point, right? What if you believe there was no point, no cap? What if you believe that it was unlimited, that the flow of money to you is like air? You breathe it in, and there's always more air to breathe in again, right? What if you believe that there was a nonstop supply of wealth coming to you, instead of thinking, oh, these are my last $20 in my pocket, my last $150 in the bank, my last whatever, right? And you got this fear. Oh, ew, if I spend that last 50, 150, well, how am I going to get the rest? How am I going to get the money for the rent? How am I going to do it? Right? Think about that. But if you believe that, you know what, money is always circulating to me. Money is always circulating to me. You know what? Every time I spend $1, I get 5 back. Every time I go out there, something in my business is bringing back wealth to me, right? It's the mindset. The mindset is what happens. The mindset is what changes things. The mindset is what helps you manifest, good or bad. A lot of times people are doing the bad, right? And I'll tell you what, guys, and I'm not going to go fully into it because it's a whole topic all in its own. But society is made. Society is geared. Society is stacked against you to get you thinking in a negative way, to get you thinking about scarcity, to get you thinking about fear. Why? Because you know what? When you start thinking fear immobilizes. Fear shuts you down. Fear ends possibilities. Fear gives you this feeling inside your body where automatically you're vibrating some negative vibrations. That's not how you do it. That's not how you build wealth. That's not how you create your freedom. That's not how you manifest abundance. It takes your mindset. It takes you associating with the right people. It takes you writing things down in your journal, your goals, specific and clear goals. It takes you going out there and associating with people that are encouraging, that are going to show you the way, that just by their example, even if they didn't take you by the hand and mentored you, you can still learn from them because they'll show you the way. That is the power of you controlling your mindset. I'm telling you, and I want to challenge you. I want to challenge you to start thinking differently for 2020. I want to challenge you to go out there, and no matter who says what, no matter how many discouragers and doubters you have around you, I want you to understand that you have full control over what happens between your ears. All right? Nobody else can control that except you, except what you allow, except the doubt that you let in. When you stop that, when you stop the doubters, when you stop your mind from saying, no, I can never do that. If you're going to lie to yourself in a way where it's going to profit you, where it's going to benefit you. Don't lie to yourself where you're going to bring yourself down. Don't lie to yourself where you're going to set a limitation. Don't lie to yourself, because there is no limitation. There is no, if you decided, if you said, I'm going to make this happen, and I don't know how right now. And that's one of the biggest traps that a lot of times you say, well, I really don't know how. You don't need to know how. You just need to take action. You need to take one step forward. And when you take that one step, if you see that step is not leading you in the right direction, you take another step in another direction. The idea is that once the mind is ready, once the mind is fixed on a goal, once you are clear, this is what I want to make. And you got to get clear, guys. I want to make $20,000 a month. If I made $20,000 a month, I have some money to invest. I had some money to travel. I had some money to pay my mortgage in advance, right? I had some money to become debt-free. I got some money to go out there and buy the people I love things that I want to buy. I'm telling you guys, that is the key. And guess what? When you get to $20,000, if that's your goal, it's never going to end there unless your thinking reverts back to going back to scarcity. But it's always going to expand. Einstein said a mind that expands is never comfortable in its original position. So if you're used to making $5,000 a month and then all of a sudden you start making $10,000 a month and you're making it over and over and over again and your mind expands to that level, it's never going to be happy with the 5,000 again. Never. So your job is to expand your mind. Your job is to get bigger and better. And I'm telling you, use 2020 as the year, the decade that you make that happen. There's a lot of ways to do it, guys. It's up to you, and you have the ability. So don't lose that. Don't throw that away. Make that happen. In the description box of this video, you will find a link that will help you expand your thinking, expand your mind. Take a look at it, because you know what? You can never lose by investing in yourself. You can never lose by getting ideas from people that are already there. You can never lose by gaining skills, gaining information that you could put into play that will change your life in a totally different direction. Things that the people around you have no idea. And I'll tell you what, guys, again, you got to watch who's around you, because if you have doubters around you and they're constantly trying to shut you down, constantly trying to squirt your thinking, make your thinking small, telling you, you gotta find some new friends. Telling you that's what it is. That's what it takes. You start hanging around with millionaires, I'm telling you, you're going to be a millionaire. You start hanging around with people that are broke, I'm telling you, you're going to be broke, right? So change that, and change the information that goes in. So again, in the description box, there's a link. Go click that link. Take a look at the video. You're going to find some very interesting things. Give me a like, give me a comment, give me a subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you can get every one of the videos that I'm going to be putting out this year. I'm telling you guys, you know what? Let's make 2020 the year that you change things and at a massive level where you impress people. Even your haters are going to be impressed, right? That's what you need to do. Mike Martinez, I'll be speaking to you soon.